What is going wrong with your job search? I'm getting a lot of candidates at the moment who are contacting me who are saying, I'm trying all these different things and nothing's working. Help. I just don't know what's going wrong. First and foremost, if you are not getting in for job interviews, then you have to look at the resume, the cover letter, and assess if in fact it is AI compliant and ATS compliant, applicant tracking system compliant. We are finding increasingly AI is being used by the companies themselves, the corporate headhunters, the recruitment firms. And if you are applying for roles and you haven't used AI tools to align your resume and your cover letter up with the job description and you don't have the right match in place, you will not get a callback. So that could be where your job search is going wrong. Second element is you could be just simply applying for completely the wrong types of roles. It's very difficult to secure a promotion from external. You can often get a promotion internally within the corporation, but when you go to market, getting a promotion to the next level is really challenging. And we find a lot of candidates are applying for a role that's a fraction too senior, and or they're not demonstrating that they're operating at that level. No future employer is going to give you a promotion. They want to hire someone working at that exact level to perform the jobs that they require you to perform. So you have to either meet the market, you have to meet the competencies, you need to showcase that you're operating at that senior level. So that could be an element of why your job search is going wrong. Thirdly, you might be getting in for job interview, but you only get in to see the recruiter. In which case, if you're just getting in to see the recruiter, you're not being sort of presented with job opportunities, something is going wrong with the key messaging in that meeting. Generally speaking, recruiters don't take meetings out of the blue. They will only take a meeting if they're confident that they can place you in their network, and they typically have a job role in mind for you. Now, they might not tell you this, but that is the reality. So if you're getting into the recruiter, but the recruiter is consistently not presenting you with roles and opportunities, and they're saying something like, it was lovely to meet you, we'll keep in touch, we'll call you. If you're getting that kind of message at the end of the interview, you are doing something very wrong in the key messaging there, and you need to address that. Thirdly, fourthly, we're up to fourth. If you are going for job interviews and you're not getting through to second and third rounds, then it's an interview technique issue. Your resume's worked, it's got you in the door, but the interview technique is now letting you down and you're not getting the job offers. You must at that point pull up and get proper professional interview preparation services, because the reality is you're saying something wrong. And just a final point, if you're constantly coming second, that's also a sign that the interview preparation work needs to be done. Close is as good as coming last, because you haven't done something to convince the employer that you're the best candidate. And they'll say something very polite to you. They'll say, oh, the other candidate was slightly better experienced or had more of this or more of that. That means nothing at the end of the day, because the person who interviews the best gets the job. So you did something wrong in that final stage of interview not to convince the employer to get you over the line. And so again, you've got to come back to hardcore interview preparation. And then the final bit could be that, you've kind of said something wrong in the final stretch of contract negotiations. I had a client the other day who made a sort of an offhand comment in the final step. He'd been offered the job and he went out for drinks with everybody, and he made a bit of an offhand comment to the boss that he was really into work-life balance, and that boss took that comment very badly and they rescinded the job offer. So you've got to watch your communication all the way through. So you need to do some analysis. What is going wrong and right for your job search? Is it the resume, the cover letter? Is it the lack of artificial intelligence? Is it the interview technique? Are you saying the wrong things at the wrong time? Are you misreading the audience? You've got to get this right. So Be realistic, and by all means, drop into my diary, have a chat to me, tell me what's going wrong with your job search, and let me give you some practical advice on what you can do to improve the results.